So you're looking for an affordable field watch. I think this is an answer, at least a contender. This is the Dagaz Thunderbolt. I kind of stumbled across this one, and I liked the specs and the overall look. So what we have here, they're calling it, if you go to their website, the description, and I'll put the link down in the description, but if you just run through it, they're calling it a pilot/military field watch. It has a 150 meter depth rating on it. It has a nice screw down crown, which the threads on this are some of the best I've ever seen. So it's hacking, hand winding. It's actually a MIYOTA, Citizen MIYOTA 9015 movement. But like when you go to put it back in, you give it a gentle push and then just thread in. You don't have to backspin or anything. This thing just grabs the threads and goes right in. It's like one of the best screw down crowns I've seen. So this is a stainless steel case. They bead blasted it. As you can see, there's some wear marks. I bought this one used from Riley. So you can see it has a nice double domed sapphire crystal with AR on the inside. So the legibility on it is fantastic. It's a 20 millimeter lug width. The case size is 39 millimeter, and it's 43 millimeter with the crown. So it wears really nice. I would say it's probably, if you know the Hamilton Khaki King or maybe even the Seiko Alpinist, but this one's a lot thinner. I believe the thickness on this is like 12 millimeter. So it wears really thin. That's a nice feature I like. The lug to lug is only 46.5. So it wears great on my 7.25. I might even be less than 7.25 now. Drill through lugs. It has the triple sealed and signed crown. So I mean they're rating it at 150, but it might even be better than that. But really, you don't need any more than that. Let's see here. I'm just looking at the notes. Double dome, anti-reflective, the movement, date wheel. I love to have my date wheel, 42-hour power reserve. The dial has the dial and the hands have Superluminova C1, which I think it's better than some of the C1's looms I've seen on other watches. It's not fantastic. It works good and it lasts, decent enough. A few, maybe 5 or 6 hours, but then it just peters off pretty bad. One thing I really like about this too is the H-Link bracelet, which I haven't owned a Zen, but this reminds me a lot of the reviews I've seen on them. So, and it's double, it's a pin with a screw on both sides, or it's screwed on both sides. So like you have to use, it doesn't screw into the link. Does that make sense? So it's a screw pin, but you have to use like 2 screwdrivers. So it's kind of a pain. You have to develop a technique to do them, but once you get it, it's super secure. And then even the clasp, if you look at it, it reminds me of the Zen clasp, where it has they punch those in, and it creates a little dimple. And then they cut a relief on this side, and then they have where the dimples go in right there. So when that goes in, it's smooth and secure. And then this is just a simple fold over. Then you have the 4 micro adjust. So I like the clasp. It sits low. It's secure. Oddly enough, this does have a dive extension too, it's done really nice. It's a very nice dive extension, but I don't know that it's necessary on this particular watch. I'm guessing, see, Dagaz does dials and hands and all that stuff, custom things for doing mods. Like this dial and that inner ring is from Dagaz. I'm assuming it's pronounced Dagaz. So that's where they're, but then they started building watches, and they have a couple of dive watch versions, and then they built this field watch, which, you know, when I talk to all the micro brands, almost none of them want to build a field watch just because they're not big sellers. They like to build the dive watches. So it's kind of nice that a micro built a field watch, because I think there's a lot of us that do like them. Crazy part is, this is only $285. So it has all of that awesome stuff into the watch, and it's only $285. I think that's an excellent value. I don't have my Hamilton Khaki King right now to compare it to, but I think it would compare nicely to that. I'm going to throw it on my wrist and I'll show you what it looks like. It wears, I think, very comfortable. And then, you know, nice low profile. And then the visibility is great. Nice sweep. And I'll throw a still loom shot at the end maybe or something. But so there's that. It comes with like an owner's manual and a warranty card, and then this like molded plastic case. So very nice packaging and very nice watch, I think, for $285. So then I'll put some information down in the description below. And I'll tell you what, I'll shut the lights off. We'll just do a loom shot right now, because I don't like to edit videos. This is easier for me. You can see the Seiko just glowing like crazy in the back there. I think the camera wants to focus on that. But so you get an idea what the loom looks like there. The second hand is not loomed, but there's a look at this guy.